welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what Spirit has for the collective at this time. That's the intention I set with my guides and with this deck. So if you're here because of this being in your feed, then this message is for you. If you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into your tarot. I do have an oracle deck that I will pull from at the end as well to get some additional messages from Spirit. So, Page of Pentacles. Message about a job or a new love. Interesting. Let's see. Be sure and like the video. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. And definitely subscribe if you like the messages. It really helps my channel to grow, and all the interaction you guys do pushes the messages out there so others get the messages as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we had that Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is a message of a new offer. So this can be in regards to business, this can be in regards to love, but it is that newer, fresh energy, right? So this could be something new that is underlying here, something new that has just started, or something that's just kind of in your energy here. So it is a pentacle, so it's slower moving, right? This isn't something that's very fast, but it's also that tangible, right? That earth energy, grounded, stable, and the pentacles are all about the 3D, like material possessions, right? So this could be like some kind of job offer that is underlying the energy here, or some kind of like new start. The situation is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is walking away and leaving behind people, places, and things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling to us, right? So this person is walking away from all of these cups, and cups represent our emotions. So this is a very emotional situation, but it is no longer fulfilling you, right? So you can't stay in places that are not fulfilling to you. And I feel like right now, presently, you are walking away from something. The blockage is the Empress. So the Empress is that ultimate divine feminine energy, right? So whether you're male or female, but she is about growth and abundance and birthing new ideas, right? She is just open to receive everything. She just kind of sits here on her throne and lets everything come to her, and things just tend to happen for her, right? And it's about being open to receive things. And I feel like maybe you are very closed off. Maybe you are not nurturing, right? Like the situation maybe not have been nurturing or very compassionate. The Empress is very much nurturing energy, but it's about growth and abundance and that vitality, like that receiving energy. And maybe you just weren't receiving any nurturing, or I feel like it's just some kind of the feminine energy could be blocked here in this situation. Whether you're male or female, we all have feminine energy. So the root cause of this is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is about sneakiness. It is about lies. Somebody could have been very deceitful or lied to you about a situation. They could have been manipulative. And that's what has you walking away here, because it was not emotionally fulfilling. There were lies, secrets, sneaking around, right? So this could have been, this could have been a work situation that just did not bear fruit, right? It was not abundant, and you chose to walk away because, they were lying to you or manipulating you. This could be a relationship with the same aspect, right? It just was not emotionally fulfilling, and it was not abundant. There was no growth in this situation. There was no way you were going to grow, especially with their sneaky behavior and this, manipulation. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you go from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. So there could have been an offer in the recent past that has kind of, affected this, because this is like what you've just left behind that's affecting this situation, right? So This is very grounded and stable. So you could have left something that you thought was very grounded and stable, and it turned out to not be as abundant, and or it did not grow the way that you thought it would, right? This could have something to do with your stability. So again, this could be like a business, or it could have been, a relationship. This is just that grounded, stable, loyal type of energy. And I feel like that's very much what was affected here. And what you are leaving behind is some form of stability, some form of like long term stability. So again, your money or a relationship. Your higher self or subconscious, we have the 10 of swords. So this is a painful ending, right? And as a message from your higher self, I feel like that this is telling you to heal from whatever this past situation was, because this really can be a painful, like this is manipulation, deceit, lies, again, like this 7 of swords. Something really happened here, with another person, or it could have been multiple people. And walking away is not easy, right? Especially if this is like a long term job that you've held, or family members, right? This could be a family dynamic you walked away from. This could be a marriage that you walked away from. And that's a very painful thing to go through. But you're at the end of that cycle, right? That's the good thing about the 10, is that you're at the end of that. And now you can only go up from here. So this is about really kind of recognizing that this is ended, and it is time to heal from that. And you have really been through a lot. But what is coming here in the immediate future is a new emotional beginning. So this can be you, like, getting a new job, or finding a new relationship, maybe just finding love within yourself, filling your own cup here, right? So when I see the aces, I always see this hand like it's being given, it's a gift. So this is like the hand of God, the hand of divine, however, whatever term you use. But there is a gift coming in here in the near future of a new emotional beginning, right? So again, this can be something that makes you happy, right? Like this new job. So you've got this Page of Pentacles, which is a message of a new job, and maybe that's going to be more emotionally fulfilling. It will fill your cup more because you have walked away from something that wasn't fulfilling you. Generally, when there is an ending, or we put a stop to things in our lives that are not fulfilling us, then spirit will give you that gift of a new beginning, right? And I feel like that's exactly what is happening here. This can be a new loving relationship. This can be a new job. This can be a renewal in your spirituality, right? Your self love, you pouring into your own cup here, and really being optimistic about your spiritual practice, right? Deepening your spiritual practice here. Whatever you find emotionally fulfilling is coming in here in the near future. And your thoughts and feelings, we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about making a decision. This is like a refusal to make a decision, a refusal to see something here, right? She has that blindfold on, and she has her arms crossed. She's blocking her heart, and she is not open to things. So I feel like you are refusing to see something here, or maybe refusing to open up, right? If you're walking away from something here that was very deceitful and very painful, I feel like maybe you're feeling very closed off, and you're not willing to see this new gift that's coming in here, right? Because if you're blindfolded, you can't see this. So this is about you being very closed off. I just feel like you're very closed off here, which is understandable when you have been through that 10 of Swords and that 7 of Swords. I mean, this could be somebody like stealing money from you. This could be somebody cheating on you. That's just really negative energy, very manipulative energy. And it has you feeling very closed off, which is completely understandable. But in your environment, the influence here, we have, again, the Ace of Wands. This is another ace, this gift from spirit. Like they are trying to hand you this new adventure, this new passionate beginning here. And I feel like you just need to take this blindfold off and see it, and really take these gifts, right? These gifts from spirit are being handed to you, but you have to take them and move forward with them, right? You have to be willing to accept that gift. And I feel like this is exactly what's in your environment here. So, this new adventure, this could be a creative project. Maybe you walked away from a job that they were very manipulative, and you start your own business, right? And that's going to be very emotionally fulfilling and very creative for you. But you'd have these two aces here. One is in your immediate environment that's like influencing you, this passion. And then you have this emotional fulfillment coming in here. In your hopes and fears, we have the star. So the star is about hope. It is about renewal. It's very healing, right? So she's kneeling here with this water, and she has one foot on land and one foot in the water. So she's very balanced. She's very grounded, and she is alchemizing this energy, right? This is also about like wish fulfillment. I see this card as a wish fulfillment, but with the star, it's like that hope of renewal. I feel like, you know, this is in your hopes and fears. I feel like you're just really hoping for this renewal, this new energy, right? This healing energy. And you have this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Cups. So these are new beginnings, and I feel like that's very hopeful for you, right? And you just need to really kind of heal and take these opportunities. But I feel like you are very hopeful. Like that is in your hopes and fears, is like this renewal of energy, this alchemizing, like working with the energy. The potential outcome here is judgment. This is leaving the past behind and a new beginning, this rebirth, right? So these people are literally awakening from their graves here. So this can be you kind of waking up to these new beginnings and, you know, these new aces, and realizing that you have this whole new beginning. Like you're going through a rebirth. There's been an ending. You've walked away from something here, and this is like that aha, that reckoning, right? Like you come to terms with things and you leave the past behind. This can also be like a reconciliation. So maybe you're reconciling with family members or a loved one, you know, whatever that is. But this is definitely like this renewal, this rebirth energy. So right now in your feelings, we have that Two of Swords, like where you're very closed off. I feel like potentially once this healing takes place and you see that these new beginnings are here for you, then you're going to have this like awakening, right? This rebirth type of energy. I really love that. I mean, definitely negative situation you were in here. Really nasty. But I mean, you've got the Page of Pentacles, which is a message, and then you've got two aces. So like you have all of this new energy around you. You just have to see it, right? You have to open up to it, which is not easy after you've been through a difficult situation. I completely understand that. So what do they not see coming, Spirit? What does Libra not see coming? Just stay hopeful. I freaking love this. Yay. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Page of Wands. I love this energy for you. That's amazing. So the Wheel of Fortune is about fate, karma, divine timing, right? Things are starting to move in your favor here. So our lives go in cycles, right? And it's like a clock, you know, the clock hand moves and this wheel keeps turning. So I feel like you are walking away from something which is closing out one cycle, and you are moving into a new cycle. And this is all like fated and in divine timing, right? You had that Judgment, which has this archangel up here, right? So this is like divinely guided, divinely protected, the situation is. So yeah, things are definitely going to start moving forward here. There's karma, there's fate at hand. This Sun is all about vitality, joy, happiness, like shining the light on your life and on your happiness here, right? Like things are going to start moving towards this Sun, this happiness, this joy. And then you have the Page of Wands here, which is that new adventure, that new opportunities, right? Being open to new opportunities, enthusiasm, going on an adventure. Again, the wands are all about like that passion, right? So things are definitely moving for you here in the near future. I really love that for you. These are two of like my favorite cards, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card. The Wheel of Fortune is a Sagittarius card. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius coming in here. You don't have to be, but this is very much a fated happy time for you. I love that. That's an amazing energy. So what advice do you have for Libra Spirit? So you have the Hierophant, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. The Hierophant is about traditions and belief systems, right? And then the Three of Cups is about joy, celebration, community, like with your friends and family. And then the Nine of Wands is like overcoming obstacles, that last stand, that pushing through things, right? They call him the Wounded Warrior because he has this bandage on his head. Like he has been through all of these lessons. These wands represent the lessons, and he's looking back at everything he has been through, but he is almost at the end of that, right? Like this is like that last stand, that last little bit of pushing through, and you are at the end of that. So I feel like this is just you needing to stay true to your beliefs, and especially when it comes to like community, or this work situation, whatever the situation was that you walked away from, definitely keep your beliefs here, right? Whatever your traditions and beliefs are in this situation, and stay, that joyful, happy energy, that Three of Cups. Like maybe lean on your community, or lean on your whatever you consider your community, whether that's friend groups, work groups, or families. The Fool is on the bottom of the deck. I just needed to point that out. A whole new beginning here. But you definitely have the strength to push through this. Maybe kind of rely on your family or friends in order to push through, but definitely find that joy and happiness again. You had that hope and renewal in your hopes and fears here. Yeah. So definitely just kind of stay true to your beliefs and traditions, and find joy and happiness, and that's what's going to help you push through these obstacles, right? Keep the faith and try to find your joy and happiness, even when learning lessons. Look at all that you have been through. Okay, let's get you some oracle cards. See if you have any additional messages for Libra spirits. So you have release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all the drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Yeah, you're definitely walking away from something here. Needing to walk away from something that is just not growing and abundant. Shame. You've carried this burden for too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action toward happiness. Yes. This Three of Cups, like I just said. Focus on your happiness. Keep the faith in happiness. Don't let your faith waver there. Don't let this Nine of Wands, like all this that you have been through, don't let that take away your hope and your happiness. Release judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clearer eyes. Love that. Boundless possibilities. You're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. Yeah. I mean, this is very negative energy in your past. Don't let that affect you. Don't let that take your hope away from you, because you have these two new beginnings here, and we had that Fool on the bottom of the deck here. So I feel like there is like this whole new beginning coming in here. You just have to open yourself up to it, right? And stop beating yourself up for what happened in the past, because I don't think that that was your fault at all, right? So I really love this message for you. You definitely have some faded stuff coming in here for you. Lots of new beginnings, new or fresh energy. Just stay hopeful. And I hope that that message helped. I will see you guys next time. Bye.